we're gonna run out of battery for sure. Like, we're out. The phone's dead. So we better start. We'll start the podcast early so we can end it early. Pretty sure the battery on my phone is gonna die. So like this could be it. It could be like a very short podcast. I haven't even started yet. Look at him down to 4%. All right, let's see how long 4% lasts. Here we go. Hi, and thanks for tuning in. This is the Learn with John Eick podcast. It is day 112 or 13 on my 180-day drive to school. My phone, I think, has like 4% battery life. And so, we're going to podcast as long as it takes. And then the phone's going to probably die before I get to school. And, whenever I get cut off, I apologize in advance. Gosh, it's Friday and we're heading into February break. Now, our organization lays out breaks like every 7 weeks or so, right? So you come out of winter break, and then you got 6 weeks or so. You got February break, then 6 or 7 weeks. You got spring break, then 6 or 7 weeks. Then you got summer break. Now, why is that significant? Well, I think it speaks to hey, we want to pace our runs out. And I've talked about that before on the podcast. But I'm in a committee meeting last night. It was a finance committee, it was a board committee. They're the people that do comp and whatnot, about interim budgets and all the things. And we're reading a book, which I've talked to you about, called The Culture Code by Daniel Quill. And the Culture Code breaks down into 3 main areas of, basically building culture in an organization. And it is building safety, building vulnerability, and building purpose. And so last night at the finance committee during our book club portion of the show, we were riffing on the culture code. And something really struck me that the board president said. She said, hey, there's that one story in the culture code where they talk about listening, and I can't remember the title of the chapter, but it's this guy walks into a cockpit, the plane's going down, he's an aviation instructor pilot, and he goes, hey, tell me what you need and I'll give it to you. And it's this demonstration that these guys were able to safely land this plane because the person with the highest authority walked into the cockpit and could have been like, step aside, Bob, give me the wheel, I'll drive. But he didn't. He said, tell me what you need and I'll do it. And these guys spoke to one another in short bursts, according to the black box recorder. And they were able to safely land this plane after the engine had gone out, the wing. I don't know what happened. It was this disaster. They tried to rerun this simulation in the simulator 250 times, and every time it crashed. We can't figure out why these guys were able to land this plane under these conditions, except that through the black box recorder, here comes this guy walking into the cockpit who's like, hey, I'm here to help. I have the most authority in the room. I should be shouting out orders, telling you what to do. But instead, he says, tell me what you need and I'll do it. And he just steps in and he listens and gives what people need, which is fascinating. So the board president says, this part of the book really struck me because for organizational culture to be successful, we need to be really good listeners to the people within the organization. And what struck me was we had just had this, I think I told you earlier this week, I had a big announcement to make. Well, the big announcement was, yes, there's a big comp increase this year, which everybody was excited about. But we don't have negotiations in our organization. It's we just listen to each other. We just sit and talk to each other. But what do you need? And we recently did this survey and we said, hey staff, what's up?